never get to talk to you about, but now I guess we do. Is Sasaki in your wheelhouse, or does someone else handle that?
Yeah, it's definitely in our wheelhouse. Mike Snyder does a lot of our Asia stuff just because he's very experienced there. But yeah, Sasaki, I believe he got posted, and we're gonna do our due diligence like the 29 other clubs. He's a talent that anybody would want.
That's probably an uphill battle for you guys, just based on what a lot of players who Asia typically do sign. But does it excite you guys that in a system like that, where how much that player can get is capped, you do in theory have a chance, just like every other team? And what does that pitch look like? What would that pitch look like?
Right. I guess now that he's been posted, we'll find out. We haven't been able to have any contact or anything, so I believe he was posted today, and we're going to do our due diligence and see what that situation looks like.
It's an area where you guys haven't always done a ton of recruiting in, or there's a ton of signing. You guys had a lot of success with Albert Suarez last year. That give you confidence that maybe you guys, would take more chances on players like that coming out of Asian leagues?
Yeah, I think we do a great job. Mike Snyder and the pro group, they dig in really deep on the analytics and the analyzation of what's coming out of Asia, and I feel like every year we're talking to 10, 12 different players from there that played in the professional leagues anyway.
How did the first year of the new Dominican Academy go to you?
Amazing. Our team made the playoffs for the first time in a while. I felt like our prospects flourished. We felt like we had 5 or 6 different kids that have bright futures. Obviously we have 70 kids that we think, but there was 5 or 6 that really stood out and should be coming along stateside. So we're excited about the facility and everything that we're able to offer there.
Could you share who those 5 or 6 guys are?
So we have players like Keeler Morphe, who was promoted pretty quickly. Jordan Sanchez is a player that we all really like a lot. He's originally out of Cuba, and we got him there. Morphe from Venezuela. We have a kid named Esteban Mejia, who's a right-handed pitcher who we're excited about, among other players that did really good. I can sit here and talk about 22 guys, but they're and I'm missing some of the better ones too there. But we are super excited about that group that we have down there.
You have not yet had a major league player, and it looks like 2025 could be the year that you do. Would that be sort of a crowning achievement for you, to give you satisfaction that you've been able to get somebody the whole way?
Yeah, absolutely. When you're doing the international, especially with players out of Latin America, you got to wait. We're signing them at 16. So, you look at guys like, they're not here anymore, but like Cesar Prieto, we traded. I think he's got a chance to be a major leaguer. Moises Chase was just selected to the 40-man. And then, we have other guys that are starting to get the upper levels now here. So I think once the barrier breaks, then it starts to be like an every year type thing. But the first one's always like you're anxious to start seeing these guys, help us provide value on our club, because we know others that will help us get players via trades and stuff. So you're always happy that the players are being able to help Mike, Sig, Eve, and everyone else make decisions to help our big club. So.
How would you mention Keeler Morphe before? What do you like about his stuff? What just excites you about him as a prospect?
Just the way how easy he throws the ball. I mean, it's 100 miles an hour he's up to. So, and it's not only the velocity; it's just how easy he does it. So, when that happens, there's usually more in there, and it's usually for a long time. So, we're excited about him. And then it's a slider. It's a hard slider. He's a bulldog. So we're excited that he's got a really good chance to be a good prospect. This year will be a big year for him.
How would you assess Samuel Lasayo's 2024 season, and do you expect him to at some point in 2025 be a major leaguer?
I mean, I can't speak for how the year's going to go, but I thought his past year was really good, learning experiences. He played most of it at 19 between AA and AAA, and I think he learned a lot. I think he got better as the year went along. And not to forget, he started a little slow because of the injury. But you know, it's easy to envision him as being a superstar in the big leagues someday. So, you know, we're hoping that comes sooner, you know, rather than later. The sooner the better for us.
How is his defense behind the plate coming along, or what are some of the hurdles or challenges that he faces, or that any young catcher faces as they try to make that leap to the big leagues?
So for me, originally, you know, his size was my concern with him because he's just a big kid. He's a big human being. And sometimes they continue getting bigger, which he did, and the flexibility goes away. In his case, it's the opposite. This guy is super flexible. He can do a full split like a ballerina. He's works hard. He's like an amazing worker. So that leads me to believe with his arm strength, his flexibility, and his determination leads me to believe that he'll be a real good catcher in the future.
For him, controlling his emotions, you know, since he was 16, even younger, has always been a big, you know, point of, not concern, but a big thing he's had to work on. How have you seen him grow in that area as he's gotten older?
Right. I think he has grown. You know, you got to remember, he was 16 years old. He was still, you know, crying at times when things don't go his way. He's maturing. He's getting stronger. One thing that is his mindset is he doesn't want to be like a big leaguer. He wants to be like the best big leaguer. Like his mindset is, I want to be the best player. I want to be a Hall of Famer type player is his mindset. So we like that. So we you know, he keeps pushing himself, and he's not happy when it doesn't go his way. But now he's able to control it better, and I think he's becoming an adult. So things are going real good in that aspect.
How much does it help to have proof of concept, you know, that he has been such a superstar prospect and could be a superstar big leaguer? When you go and make pitches to young players and say, hey, this could be a potential path for you, is it helpful to have an example of somebody who's done that?
Yeah, no doubt, definitely. When your players start getting up the line, as they are now for us, you're able to point to, look, you signed with us. And I think now, you know, in our top 30, 40, 50 guys, you're starting to see, you know, 30% of them coming out of Latin America. It's kind of showing, hey, you signed with us, you got a good chance to develop into a good prospect, and you'll have opportunity. And when we signed Samuel, like Samuel's only gone to our academy to practice, but he never came up in our brand new academy. So now we're able to sell. We did it without having the facility. Now we have the facility, so now we're gonna be able to, you know, make you the best player you can be. So, you know, like you said, proof of concept is we can do it. You know, sign with us, we can do it.
What is your international signing class of next month look like?
It's starting to shape up really good. You know, January 15th comes along. We're excited about the players. I feel like the way it's going, we're gonna, you know, spread it out a little bit more. We found a lot of good players, and that we feel that will be good players. Again, I anticipate signing a dozen or so players, and we are excited about every single one of them. So,
when Michael Elias brought you on board, you know, all those years ago, you guys mapped out what this would look like, you know, really kind of starting from, you know, ground zero on an international program, and the way you guys mapped it out. Looking back, has this gone the way that you expected? Are you happy, proud of the way that these past 4 or 5 years have gone for you guys in the international market?
I think so. I mean, you know, I don't want to give Mike that much credit, but he basically said, you know, go do your work, sign good players. You know, the time will come when they come in. So our drafts were really good. They're really strong. We ended up, you know, filling the major league team with a lot of good young players. And now it's the internationals calling, because the kids that we signed back in 2020, in 2021 and 2019, now these kids are in high A, double A, and getting up the line, and guys like Basallo are, you know, high-end prospects. So it's basically, I think the time that he's looking at from back when I got hired is happening now, and I think it's kind of going to plan. So again, Mike, I guess, figured it out pretty good.
With the academy, how much that helped in recruiting your next international class, and what are you able to do now at the academy that you maybe weren't able to do a year ago?
I think with our academy, just the facilities are all better. So you get shock value when you see the academy. It's like if you go visit a university, you're going to want to see the facilities, and that a lot of times trumps other choices. Our facilities is really high end and really nice and new, so players are excited about that. We just have so much more classroom space. For other things, our weight room is much, triple, quadruple the size of what it was, and I think overall it just helps us develop better, recruit better, and then also allow the whole operation to work smoother.
Has it been nice to see, higher level prospects, and I don't know if any major leaguers are working out there, but see other guys besides the new signees working out there this off season?
Oh yeah, we have camps there, and we invite guys at different times, strength camps, all different types of things. There's so much we can do, educational camps. So our player development does a good job of organizing different times. So like it might be a 2-week block for an educational camp, and a certain group of players will go in that need it. We'll go in there. It might be a strength camp type deal where they go in for that. It might be a whole instructional type league. So we're using the facility all year round, which was positive. The nutrition is amazing. Our guys are looking stronger. They're looking better than we've ever seen them in the past develop that quickly as far as physically.
Maybe a dumb question, but educational camp, is that like baseball education or like education?
Both. Both, yeah. Our guys, and Ima Garcia is our educational coordinator down there, and we're teaching them, we got to get these kids helping them get high school diplomas, what to expect when they arrive in the United States, cultural differences of how to behave and those types of things, and just teaching them the basic language, English, for when they come over. It's an easier transition for them. So we're trying to do a little bit of everything for them there.
And are those programs new with the academy, or have you guys been doing that?
No, we've been doing it. It's just we didn't have the facilities to be able to do it to the best of our capabilities. So now we feel good about it.